Hello and welcome to the Kashmir Truth. I'm Amritpal Singh. Well, this is a show in which we talk about what the truth of the valley and Jammu and Kashmir really is on the ground, what the situation is, and why the need for this show. The need for this show because there's a lot of untruth floating around from vested interests, from separatists, from our western neighbor Pakistan, who has kept up the propaganda machinery from both the official handles of their ministers, their president. The Prime Minister held a press conference yesterday on Kashmir. He addressed the nation on Kashmir. So that whole propaganda machinery is floating out. If we could look at some tweets that have been put out today. These are fake tweets. This is Asif Ali Haider Zaidi. This is Pakistan's minister. He has shared some videos which he claims to be of Kashmir, but when we looked at these videos were either old, these videos were not of Kashmir, or they were from other places. So that sort of propaganda is going on. Some were from Haryana, some were from Jharkhand. So these Ali Haider's tweets on Kashmir were found to be fake. Now he is a sitting minister of Pakistan, so you can well imagine the sort of propaganda that is going on from both official handles and from surrogate handles, the sort of propaganda that's going on. Now these are pictures floating around. These pictures are 10 years old. Pakistan's media, X News Sialkot, tweeted a 10-year-old photo with a fake claim that the army is killing youth. It put out a photograph of bodies which was 10 years old. So this sort of the fake factory is running in Kashmir. Pakistan's journalist Amir Abbas tweeted a photo from Gaza and tried to pass it off as atrocities done by the Indian army in Kashmir. So fake tweets from Pakistani journalists, Pakistani media, the Pakistan government. These pictures, these are pictures of police brutality being done by Pakistan police officers, and it's being made viral on social media to give a wrong impression, as if atrocities are being done on Muslims in India and Muslims are being beaten up like this. So that propaganda machinery is on, and these are essentially fake tweets that are being generated and circulated around. Rehman Malik, the former minister of Pakistan, his official account was suspended for spreading lies. Twitter actually blocked his account, suspended his account. He says that he have directed my legal team to serve a notice to Twitter that how can they suspend my account of my director PR office, who just retweets my speeches, reports of ethnic cleansing, scrapping of special status of Jammu and Kashmir. He says, Narendra Modi, stop acting as a RSS baby. What does Narendra Modi have to do with the blocking of the account of Senator Malik? But Senator Malik believes that it's being done on the behest of India, while his official account was tweeting old pictures. He said that he acknowledged the suspension of his account and held Prime Minister Modi responsible for it. Well, these are various tweets. That this is Dr. Arif Alvi, the president of Pakistan. He had yesterday tweeted a fake video, so in that sense, it's the factory of propaganda, misinformation, while lies is on in Pakistan. I mean, right from the president of Pakistan tweeting a video which was not from Jammu and Kashmir. In fact, that video that he tweeted was from Pakistan occupied Kashmir. This is Radio Pakistan. Radio Pakistan, which is the official government channel of the public broadcaster of Pakistan, of the government of Pakistan. tweeted saying that President of Sri Lanka brought up the issue of Kashmir and said UNSC, it should be resolved according to UNSC resolution. Then the Sri Lankans had to come out with a press statement saying that no, our president never said anything like this. This was never brought up. So, but Pakistan radio continues it. They haven't taken off that tweet despite the clarification by the Sri Lankans. So, these are official government handles from where these are ministers, ex-ministers, generals of the Pakistan army, former generals, journalists tweeting fake news. More than 200 Twitter handles of Pakistan have been closed down for spreading fake news on Kashmir. These include the official account of Rehman Malik, as we told you. And this is what the situation in Kashmir is. I mean, you've seen those tweets. Now, see these visuals. These are visuals of today. We sent out our reporters out in the valley in Srinagar to give you a sense of what Srinagar looked like, what the valley looks like. This is what it is. Fruit vendors out, vehicles moving around. But if you see the tweets emanating out of Pakistan, you would believe that it's a total shutdown. There is a army man or a cop outside each house. He's pointing a gun at them, asking them to stay inside. Atrocities being committed, people being shot, killed, pellet guns being fired. But those were the visuals. I would be lying if I say the situation is completely normal. It would be a complete untruth if we tell you that Kashmir is back to normalcy, everything, people are happy and out shopping and it's Eid festivities going on. No, it's not like that. There are restrictions. The internet still doesn't work. Mobile phones are still not working. Only a very few phones are working. Landlines are working. In a phased manner, they're opening it up. But the administration and the authorities say that it is because of this propaganda that could incite violence, could leave people dead, is why those restrictions are in place. Otherwise, medicines are there. Primary schools, middle schools have been opened up. They are asking, they are nudging the people to send their children to schools. So things are sort of limping back to normalcy, and it can be only in a phased manner, because if it's opened up, this sort of a wild propaganda can lead to deaths. In fact, only 2 deaths have taken place. Imtiaz Hussain, the SSP Security of Kashmir, tweeted today where he says that 2 people have been killed. One by stone pelters, he was a truck driver on Sunday evening, and another man shot dead by the militants. Where are the deaths? Where are the killings by the army, by the security forces? So this sort of a wild lie, Pakistan does not, the Kashmiris have to realize that if Pakistan, the only intention of Pakistan is to incite violence, they don't care if their heart doesn't beat for the Kashmiris. We'll in fact show you, our cameras captured this of, the CRPF, a CRPF man playing cricket with a little kid in the streets of Srinagar. Watch this. So is this man committing atrocities? Make up your mind. Decide for yourself. And as I said, normalcy is gradually returning to the valley after the abrogation of Article 370. The situation in Jammu and Kashmir is tense, but violence is not there. So I wouldn't say it's completely peaceful in that sense. There's a tense calm that prevails. And people are trying to get back to their normal routines. Private vehicles, in the movement of private vehicles in the city has improved. The restrictions have been lifted from most areas, but security forces are deployed. They're still deployed there. But they're deployed to avoid untoward incidents. The administration is keeping the supply chains replenished. Most phone lines are operational. The landlines I'm talking. People are in many ways reposing their trust in the administration. Developmental works are picking up. And it has to be, the government has to take that approach. These are shots of today that we are showing you. This is the boulevard at the Dal Lake. People coming out buying vegetables. So that is what the situation is. Don't believe us when we say that everything is good. No, it is not. It's getting back. But don't believe the propaganda as well, because the idea, the motive of the propaganda is to create unrest, and that could lead to loss of lives, and that's what needs to be avoided. The cycle of violence has to come to an end. But Pakistan wouldn't listen. In Jammu and Kashmir today, heavy ceasefire violation took place in the Poonch sector, in two locations actually. In Poonch yesterday actually, the army retaliated to the heavy firing by Pakistan. In the general area of Delina Chowk, one terrorist was apprehended after a joint checkpost manned by Jammu and Kashmir police, and the army drew fire from the truck. Second terrorist had entered a nearby Mohalla locality. Search operations were undertaken. One AK-47, one pistol has been recovered. 53 Battalion of the CRPF and the J&K police conducted the joint operation. They apprehended 2 terrorists in Baramulla, and warlike stores have been recovered from them. And meanwhile, a team of the Union Ministry for Minority Affairs is visiting the valley today, and this team is on a 2-day visit to the valley to understand what the people have to say, what are their needs, because there are different needs at different places. Somewhere people want colleges, or somewhere people want schools. What do people really want? And that team is today visiting. This is what the minister had to say when we spoke to him.
जिस तरह से बेतहाशा सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट पैसे भेजती थी और उसका जिस तरह से बेदर्दी और बेशर्मी के साथ उसका दुरुपयोग होता था, उसका नतीजा था कि लोगों तक विकास की रोशनी नहीं पहुंची। कुछ ये वजह थी, कुछ जो है वो 370 वजह थी, जिसमें कि लगभग 100 से ज़्यादा स्कीमें तो जम्मू कश्मीर, लद्दाख और करगिल में, लेह और करगिल में तो लागू ही नहीं होती। तो हमने, हमारी जो मिनिस्ट्री की टीम है वो श्रीनगर में रहेगी और वहाँ पर किन किन जगहों पे एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड ज़रूरत है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की, एम्प्लॉयमेंट से रिलेटेड ज़रूरतें हैं, वो कोशिशें हमारी कि स्कूल हो, कॉलेज हो, हॉस्टल हो, हॉस्पिटल हो, कम्युनिटी सेंटर्स हों, ITI हो, पॉलिटेक्निक हो, स्किल डेवलपमेंट सेंटर्स हों, ये सारे के सारे उन जगहों पर जिन जगहों पर कि अभी तक बिल्कुल नज़र ही नहीं गई लोगों की।
So this team is on a 2-day visit trying to reach out to the Kashmiri people and understand what their requirements are, what their aspirations are. One thing that's been floating around a lot is that there is some dire shortage of medicines. People are dying for lack of medical treatment. Let's put out for you what the situation is. In Srinagar alone, if we talk, out of the 1,666 shops, 1,165 chemist shops are open. All notified medicines are available. In Kashmir, there are 7,630 retail and 4,331 wholesale chemist shops. Around 65% shops are open. All 376 notified medicines are available in government and private shops. 65 life-saving drugs are also available. Medicines of both categories worth 15 to 20 days of stock is there. People have been stationed in Jammu and in Chandigarh to immediately dispatch baby food and medicines. Earlier, for about 2 days, there indeed was a shortage of baby food. In the last 20 days, medicines worth 23.81 crore have been sent to the chemist shops. So 2 days there was baby food shortage, but then that has been baby food has been supplied. The supply lines are working. If we look at the average for the entire month, it's more than the normal quantity. We're talking about the supply or the sale of the supply of medicines. Wherever the order comes in the state, the medicines are delivered from Jammu within 14 to 18 hours. As I said, there was a shortage of baby food in the valley for 2 days, but stocks have been made available. The stock of baby food for the next 3 days has been reserved. 72 test checks were made in which no complaint regarding overcharging of medicines was reported. So that's what the situation in Kashmir is. You will have to make up your mind, especially the Kashmiri people and the youngsters who Pakistan is essentially trying to target and incite. That where do your interests lie? To talk more about that, I have with me in the studio Qamar Agha, senior journalist. Qamar, how do you see the situation in the valley? You would be getting reports from your journalist friends. You've been talking to people. How do you see the situation there?
You see, one thing which I have noticed, there are problems, as you mentioned, but gradually they are being sorted out. And people are very angry with especially with the separatist organizations. They say that they have virtually lied with them. They are also not happy with the militant Islamic groups which are operating. They're blaming these two groups, an extremist organization responsible for what has happened, because of them, because these were the stakeholders of Pakistan, because they were the ones who were making propaganda for Pakistanis in the valley, And now also, these are the groups which are involved in spreading rumors in the valley. That about shortages of food, essential commodities, medicines. These rumors are being spread by these group of people, and it is good that the Doordarshan at least have started this service. Because in remote areas within the Jammu and Kashmir Valley, they don't know what is happening in Jammu and Kashmir. They'll get to know at least, and secondly, in the country also, the Twitter and the Facebook, fake news are coming through, filtering into these through these channels, So this is a Herculean. In fact, this is part of the propaganda war which is launched by Pakistan. So it has to be fought systematically for a longer period of time, because there must be hundreds of people must be involved in this process, of spreading lies, and videos are being circulated through these.
True.
So this is the third thing.
Qamar, can I stop you here? I want to say one thing to the Kashmiris watching me in the interior of Kashmir. We are not engaging in any kind of triumphalism. We admit the situation is tense. There are restrictions in place. But the only purpose of putting this program, running this program daily on our channel, is to give the true picture to you, and also to sort of get across the point to you that there is a systematic attempt at to incite violence, to create unrest. Don't get taken in by that. There is this machinery of fake videos, the social media propaganda machinery is essentially to create unrest and play on emotions and incite violence. Who is the final loser in that? We are not trying to engage in any kind of triumphalism, which I admit many of the Indian New Delhi based channels have done that. That is not our purpose. We've never done that, and we will never do that. We're trying to put out these two pictures for you to decide. Sorry, Qamar, you were saying something.
Yes. It's a deliberate attempt to inform, spread disinformation campaign, so that the development activities of the central government or the government should not take place. We should understand that the government has a big plan for development. The Minister of Minorities Affairs is already there. He has been there. His team is there, trying to assess what sort of colleges or what sort of institutions they need, so that they could be open as soon as possible. Then there are other dozens of schemes of central government would to be. So they don't want the idea is to spread rumor and ensure that developmental activities hampered or delayed because of this situation. So people should understand, the people of the valley should understand, they should not fall prey for this type of propaganda, because the people are innocent over there. They don't know what the situation is, what the motive, It's the Pakistan which has created this problem, and they don't want normalcy to return. And effort is now, for the development. and peace and prosperity, so that return to this thing, and the other thing, there's no I don't see any desire to disrupt or to preserve the culture of the region also. There'll be lots of emphasis would be given to preserve the Kashmiriyat, for that matter, and the culture of all the three regions, like Jammu or Kashmir Valley, or for that matter in Ladakh, their culture would be preserved, their language would be promoted, they would have, better times, That is the main idea of the government. But the problem is the fake news and fake videos,
the propaganda that's
circulating,
Yes. And, this was being spread a lot, that medicines are short, people are dying for lack of medical attention. So what we did was, we decided to check out the situation on the ground. Our teams visited various hospitals and cosmetic shops across Jammu and Kashmir, and we are trying to continuously find out the truth there. Today we show you the ground reality of the district hospital of Pulwama. Take a look.
After the abrogation of Article 370, certain elements having links with Pakistan and certain parts of the media are busy scheming and spreading rumours. They are spreading rumours about news related to shortage of medicines, or are spreading fake news saying that people seeking medical help in Kashmir are facing difficulties availing medical facilities. DD News' team is continuously striving to show to our viewers the ground realities of Kashmir. These images from Pulwama District Hospital are a proof to the health facilities available to the people of Kashmir. In all the hospitals of Kashmir, medical facilities are available continuously as normal. According to MS Pulwama District Hospital, Dr. Rashid Para, the entire staff of the hospital is continuously taking care of the patients, and no complaints have been reported anywhere so far. The doctors have denied the rumours about the lack of availability of medicines.
5 अगस्त से कम 150 सेशंस किए हैं डायलिसिस के, 18,000 से ज़्यादा हमने ओपीडी पेशेंट्स देखे हैं, कम से कम 102 से ज़्यादा हमने मेजर सर्जरीज़ की हैं. तो लेबॉर्ट्री और बाकी जो डायग्नोस्टिक फैसिलिटीज़ हैं वो भी कभी हमने 7-8 हज़ार से ज़्यादा किए हैं. इन दिनों अभी 10-15 दिन का टाइम हुआ है, अभी हमें कोई डेफिशिएंसी नहीं मिली. हमारी तरफ से जो केयर है, जो भी हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, ड्रग्स की, मेडिसिन्स की, कंज्यूमेबल्स की, तो वो अभी हमारा ठीक चल रहा है. किसी जगह कोई कमी महसूस नहीं हुई.
The medical facilities available and the attitude of the doctors and the nurses towards the patients have been beyond expectations, as per the patients and their attendants.
ठीक पर नहीं सर, अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा है यहाँ पे. हाँ सर, और क्या, फ्री में मिलता है यहाँ पे डायलिसिस, बहुत अच्छा है यहाँ पे. ठीक डायलिसिस
बहुत अच्छा डॉक्टर, यहाँ डॉक्टरों का भी रवैया अच्छा होता है, यहाँ सिस्टरों का भी अच्छा रवैया है. 3 घंटे हम डायलिसिस इसको देते हैं बहुत अच्छे से, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, कुछ नहीं, यहाँ बहुत अच्छे से.
This is the truth of Kashmir, which some people for their vested interests are trying to use as propaganda to mislead the country and the world. This scheme of theirs to paint the heaven on earth as hell will never succeed. The government is continuously working towards providing to the people of Kashmir all the facilities needed to maintain the beauty of this heaven on earth. Ajay Vikram's report, DD News, Srinagar.
So this is the government hospital of Pulwama. We'll keep bringing you reports on what the other hospitals, what the situation in other hospitals are. If you feel there are some hospitals which do not have medical supplies, do send them to us, those visuals, and I promise you we'll play that out. Kamar, we played out what we sent our reporter to the ground and checked it out. So how does if you have Kashmiri people listening to you, what would you tell them?
Everybody should tell people, there is, these things are available, basic amenities are available, made available to the people, and it's not in short supplies. And they should not believe rumors, they should go and check themselves, And I think, it's the rumors are more effective in outside the valley, then the valley itself, then the people living there, you know, because trying to scare people, you know, through these rumors from one place to another, from one town to another town, you know, this sort of thing, it's a propaganda war, I said earlier also, you know, and we know how to deal it, you know, and the people of Jammu and Kashmir, they are strong enough, and they have defeated such attempts in the past, and I'm sure they will, this time also, they will come up with flying colors, you know, they will see to it, you know. And I think we should make an appeal also with other social organizations should come forward, you know, and help them in these hours of difficulties, you know, with whatever they are, you know, and bring normalcy, I think, as soon as possible, and engage youth in the developmental activities or the productive activities over there, you know, because up till now this was totally neglected and alienation came in, you know,
Yes.
over there, you know. So now the things are available for them. There are many choices would be available, you know, be it education, culture, or health, or social activities, sports, you know. There is a big plan of the government, you know, to promote sports and culture over there. So all sorts of things, you know, would be made available to these people, and we'll see to it, you know, the development, the real development, overall development of the state
takes place.
You know.
Well, that's all the time for we have for Qamar. Many thanks for joining us. So, as Qamar Agha was arguing, that it is, you know, the idea now has to be working towards development, all people coming together, the government, the authorities, the administration, the people there, social organizations, youth especially, trying and get the situation better, try and get it back to normalcy as soon as possible, and not get taken in with the disruptive narrative. Remember, we have to live together. We have a shared destiny, a shared future, and we together will have to work for it. Well, that's it in the Kashmir Truth. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.